Hey everyone. Feels like it's been a little while since I've said that. So thank you. Thank you very much for joining me. I've had a few technical difficulties. I must admit, and I'm admitting that because if I don't, my co-host will tell you all about it, won't you, Tiffany?
Yes, exactly. If you want to hear the song in full, go find it yourself.
Exactly.
Because you may not have heard the whole thing.
Yeah, and it is a great song, so it
It
deserves better
is.
treatment than I gave it. So feel free to actually even go and do that now if you like.
Okay, bye.
Um, so yeah, look, it's been a little while, but we're going to get back into it and a bit more often too, which will be nice. I feel like from some of the comments that like perhaps we've like streamed over the top of some people um, tonight. I didn't see anything scheduled, so I'm terribly sorry for that. Anyone that we've streamed over, you know, but what are you gonna do?
The show must go on,
Well,
right?
it took me long enough to get this all set up, so I mean,
Right.
I can't back out
Exactly.
now. But anyway,
Yes.
how have you been?
I've been great.
Excellent.
Yeah, keeping busy.
That's very good. Yes, no, you've been here, there, and everywhere on the streams, which is
I
fantastic.
have.
Can
I
never
have.
we can never get enough, Tiffany. So
Some people are happy about it, others aren't. And they don't matter, do they?
they don't matter. I can't imagine anyone that wouldn't be happy about it, and if they aren't, go fuck yourself. Uh,
Exactly.
so we're kind of going. I guess we're going back to like a real classic tonight. Like I know that we have done this in the past a few years ago. I know it's been, but I mean it is one of the best calls. So we're doing the Lorne makes up a date. I'm sure everyone knows exactly the call I'm talking about with that. Um, yeah. So let's have a bit of fun.
All right.
So let me get. So thank you to AsburyBrad for tonight's stream art. I don't think I have a roll call in me, so just hello everyone. Glad you're there, and let's go. Once I have swapped things over, just talk amongst yourselves. Here we are. Oh, and I'm taking this off Chronicles of COD channel, so thank you very much to them.
I'm really happy for him. I am really happy for him that he's going, that he's going to get back out there. I've told him that this is what he should do. I'm half his age. I live hundreds of miles away. And, I don't see, between me and you, I don't see what I'm supposed to think that I'm getting out of this situation with him besides getting yelled at on a regular basis. But, I think that, it's, I think for him, what would be best is for him to go out with this girl who he's talking about, and that's me saying this to you, not as someone who wants to go out on dates. That's me saying this as a person who's looking at it objectively. What's best for him in his situation is to be dating girls who are there. We know that this is how he would be if he were to drink, and so it's completely legal.
No, we don't know how this will be, how he will be. The problem is you're listening to a therapist that doesn't know shit about me.
Lorne,
And
you're
he's trying to
supposed to
put shit
stay
in
on
your head.
mute.
He's
Lorne.
trying to put shit in your
Classic
head.
move. Classic move by Lorne.
You think you'd be used to this by now, wouldn't you? How many times is he meant to stay on mute?
So many times. And he loves to be on the other line. He wants to hear what other people are going to say. He wants to listen in on your conversation,
Mm-hmm.
but he can't help himself. You know what? There's only so much that he can take.
Yep. Yep.
You
He
know?
he can't help it when he's baited.
No.
And then it's funny when other times where he'll say, I'll stay on mute, like as if anyone should believe that that will happen.
I know. It's like, well, actually, last time you didn't do that. So
Don't quite believe you.
I know.
Me because he saw me a fucking loser to somebody that he's getting personal with, that he's not supposed to be getting personal with.
Oh, and just Eel in the chat saying that he thinks this is the first call that he and I did together, which that is probably true. So,
But you don't remember that though. It wasn't memorable.
I have no memory of that at all, and
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you and I are doing it so that I can actually enjoy it. So that's great. Thank you for reminding me of that, Eel. This feels so much better now.
With.
Wait,
There's
I
no
hear
ethics
more
at all.
but I can't really understand what he's saying because he's got a bad connection.
Hey, maybe you ought to try giving me a call.
Oh, yeah. Well, that is true.
Wait, Lorne, say again?
Maybe you ought to try giving me a call.
I still don't understand. Giving him pause? I don't understand.
He wants you to give him a call.
Maybe he should think about the fact that there's probably a reason why I didn't call him.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because of the therapist?
No, because I didn't want to talk to you. I had therapy.
Yeah, because you're a fucking therapist.
It has nothing
That's
to do
right.
with the therapist. Lauren, it has nothing to do with the therapist. It has everything to do with you.
It has everything to do with you cheating on me with that piece of shit. That's what it has to do with.
They're
I've
not
cheated on
together.
you. Why don't you find someone who won't cheat on you? If you're going to say I've cheated on you, why don't you find someone who won't cheat on you? If that's what you're saying.
Why don't you just not cheat on me?
Lauren,
All I've ever asked for you is to never go on dates with other guys. And you've done it.
First of all-
Why would you do it?
First of all,
And why would you tell me how perfect this therapist is? When he doesn't even act like a therapist.
All he has asked her is not to go on dates with other guys. Like, he's done the right thing. Like, as you know, usually in relationships, until you ask someone not to date other people, it's fine. Like, it's not cheating. But once you've
Well,
asked,
how is the other person? Right. I mean, because how is the other person supposed to know?
exactly right. Like, so Ramona's been pretty unreasonable. It's disappointing. And John Ryan, Kangaroo Court is not done. In fact, there'll be another episode very soon. It just had a little hiatus, just a break from Casey, but we'll be back to her real soon, and probably wishing we weren't.
first of all, are you wearing the headset? Because I can't really understand what you're saying all that much.
Oh, they call me.
What?
Call me.
How will that improve the audio?
I'm on the phone with you.
I think
You
because they're
can't
on
understand what I'm
three-way.
saying.
Oh, okay. But his audio is still going to be shit, right? Like, the three-way doesn't take away from it, does it? I don't know.
Well,
Despite-
yeah, I mean, it could. It
Okay.
could with the connection. I don't know how they're doing it. If somehow, they're working with the speakers, you know?
Yep. Because, I mean,
So I'm not
despite the name, I haven't actually had a lot of experience on three-way calls, so...
If you were to call me
Well, then
directly,
maybe
you'd
you shouldn't call yourself one.
Well, maybe it's time for a
Yeah.
name change.
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying.
Lauren, take the headset off and I could understand you.
So I take the headset off, and I gotta take the phone away from the window where it gets a good signal.
Lauren, just take the
Hang
headset
on.
off so I
Hang
can...
on. Can you hear me any better?
Yeah.
Really?
Lauren, I have
The
told
problem
you...
that we're having is that you're going out with this therapist.
Lauren, it has nothing to do
You wanna-
with the therapist.
Yes, the therapist has a lot to do with it. That's where my problem started from.
Lauren,
Because of this therapist. You brought the therapist in.
Lauren, first of all, my parents did. Second of all, Lauren, I would rather be single than to have to deal with this kind of nonsense on a daily basis. You screaming, cursing, being controlled.
We're not going to deal with this shit on a daily basis if you just stop it with these other guys. That's all I've asked for you to do. Stop it with these other guys so that I don't get jealous or I don't have anything to worry about. But you're constantly making me worry about this stuff.
Stop it with these other guys. Stop leaving the house. Stop making noises that sound like you're putting on makeup, and Lorne will be fine. Give him nothing to be jealous about. He won't be jealous.
Exactly.
The only problem is you have to literally see no one else to not make him jealous. That's the hiccup.
So no other human.
No other human.
Okay.
Not even your brother. Because
what about over the phone?
Oh, definitely not. Like most of Lorne's relationships have been over the phone, so he knows what happens on phone calls. It is nothing but phone sex. So
okay.
No.
Okay, so
you go.
So like no humans in the vicinity.
No.
On the phone or on the internet. That's basically
exactly.
Okay.
And if you've got to leave the house, we'll time how long what you need to do takes. And if you're 30 seconds late, you're fucked. And if you have an operation, Lorne knows how long operations take, so, you know.
He sure does. Yeah, and he knows what it's like after, what a patient's going to be like afterward, how long recovery takes and all that, yeah.
Because, I mean,
he does know.
Recovery is pretty much just fucking, right? Like, once you're awake, that's how they know that everything still works. So he knows what happens in recovery.
Exactly. It's kind of like, they want to get you up and walking as soon as possible.
Yes.
It's the same thing. Yeah. You don't hear about that very often, but that's one of the things you can do to bring yourself back to normal a lot quicker.
Exactly. And Lorne knows this. So, if you're in recovery for more than 10 minutes, well, you're probably sleeping with multiple people.
Yeah.
Lorne, you've been jealous of TV shows, friends in Texas, female friends in Texas, and 96-year-old grandma.
That was back then. I'm a whole different person now, but you wouldn't know because you haven't been spending time with me. You know why? Because you've been spending your nights up all night talking to whoever. But it certainly wasn't any time with me.
You know what that reminds me of?
Yeah.
Almost exactly is the shower video. That speech that he just gave, you were up all night.
Oh, yeah, the one where he's like, basically, you could have had this, but you had to stay up all night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you were talking to another guy. You were up all night. It's the same. It's almost the same thing, except for a different girlfriend, and he's nude in the shower. This time, he's just nude on the phone.
Yep.
But, then you can see him in the shower.
It's the exact same principle, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, and so you're sitting there going, what have I done? Like, all I want to see is that crooked little dick. And, because I had to go slutting around, now I don't get to see it. I'll never
You don't get to see it.
Nah.
I know.
What?
Lorne, go on your date and have fun.
If you go over this therapist's house, I'm not going to want a thing to do with you. Because it'll just mean you cheated on me again.
Lorne, go on your date. You have a date. Go on your date.
Are you planning to go over to the therapist's house?
I was not going to go until I found out that you have a date, and then I said, well, I have a date.
I don't want to go on this date. I want us to be back together and to talk. So we can get this shit straightened out.
Lorne, go on the
That's
date.
what I want. No, I'm not going on the date.
Lorne, go on the date.
I'm not going on the date.
You can go on your date, Lorne.
I said no, I'm not going on the date.
Lorne, just go and have
Emma told me
fun.
that you're very excited about it. Go on it.
No, I'm not going on the date.
Well, that's on you. I don't know why you're going to cancel on someone on the last minute.
Because my loyalty is to you.
Well, apparently it isn't.
My loyalty is to you, which is why I set up this date.
Yeah.
So, he should use that same logic and be like, see how loyal Ramona is by setting up her date with the therapist. Like, that is a symbol of their loyalty.
Well, Mr. Furley is saying there is no date.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I mean, that would be crazy to make up a date just to try to make someone jealous when it's pretty obvious you have no opportunity to date someone. I mean, I guess we'll see, but I've got really strong doubts on that, Mr. Furley.
I know. I think he's just trolling.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Well, it says not to me when you've already scheduled the date.
I think I'll have a sip.
Go on it, though. Don't cancel on the last minute.
I mean, when I made the date, at least we were broken up. We weren't still together.
Have they gotten back together?
I'm not going on the date.
I don't
Or
think
maybe
so.
you should call Jen and cancel the date right now on three-way. That way Ramona knows you're serious.
What? That's a good idea.
What? I need to think of an answer. Can you repeat that?
He's had no trouble hearing for the last 10 minutes, but all of a sudden, what? I'm losing you. I think I'm going through a tunnel.
What?
What Emma just said. That's a very good idea.
I didn't hear what she said. I get people on my phone. I got to take that blow test in about 15 minutes.
I said
Emma,
that.
repeat yourself.
I know, I muted myself. I said you should just call Jen on three-way and cancel your date so Ramona knows you're serious.
Get her on freeway.
Well, I don't have Jen's number. I got to call Tony, and Tony has to call her. 'Cause Tony knows her.
Well, I'm just trying to give her the number.
What?
Oh, you didn't understand that? That doesn't make sense. So he's going out on a date with Jenny,
Yes.
but he doesn't have her phone number. And you don't need a phone number to go on a date. Okay.
No, absolutely
So
not.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
And so he has to call Tony to have him call because he knows her. Yeah.
Exactly. Because, I mean, you make a date, it's not like anything would come up that you need to let this person know that something's changed. You make a date,
Right.
you decide where you're going to meet there, and you meet there. There's no need to have their number.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And if someone's comfortable to meet you in person, doesn't mean they're comfortable to give you their number. So this all makes perfect sense.
Yeah, you're not going to go there and talk on the phone.
Yeah, no, exactly right. That would be weird. And Tony is well known to be the Cornville matchmaker, so this all checks out.
At least for Lorne, yeah. All of his action is centered around that man.
He's a busy dude.
Interesting. Yeah, definitely.
Number, and you cancel the date on three-way. Call Tony right now on three-way. We'll mute ourselves, get the number, and then call Jen on three-way, and we'll mute ourselves again, and you can cancel your date.
Yeah, because if I'm on the phone with you all night, you're going to know that I'm not on the date.
No.
Well, she didn't say she wanted to be on the phone with you all night.
No. More importantly, he's going to know that she's not on her date.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so what? Jenny's just going to sit there for hours because Lorne's not going to show up because he's on the call with Ramona. She's just going to sit there and,
She'll figure it out eventually.
She'll call Tony, where is he? I've been so looking forward to this date. Oh, I don't know.
Then call her, cancel it, so that I know that you're serious, and then I'll stay home and talk to you.
I'm not putting Jen on. I'm not going to do that to Jen. She has no idea.
That's it. How often do you hear that kind of stuttered laugh when he's lying? He's just.
Oh, I know.
It's like his by time laugh.
Yeah.
I know.
About anything.
Yeah, it is.
No, all she'll know is that you're just canceling the date. You're not feeling well. We're not going to say anything. We're not going to say anything because you've done it with your mom. So we're not going to say anything. You can call her and cancel. That way I know that you're serious and that you're serious about not going out with her. And then I'll stay home and I'll talk to you.
Perfect.
I don't know her number.
Right,
Tony
yeah.
has her number. Call
Tony. Remember?
Three ways. We'll mute ourselves. Get the number from Tony and then call her.
What are you gonna do now, Lorne?
Yeah.
Hey, let me hang up and call Tony.
No, just call him on three-way. Call him on three-way.
No, because Tony doesn't know anything about this either.
What do you mean doesn't know anything about it? Like, he apparently...
Well, he's not in on the story. It's, you know, it's possible. Okay, I see where Mr. Furley's coming from now. Okay. It's possible that Tony's going to answer the phone and be like, what are you talking about? You know, he hasn't been briefed. So he's going to hang up and do that.
I just love that he basically admitted this is all bullshit. Tony doesn't know anything about this.
What?
I know.
Tony don't know anything about this either. I'm not gonna put a bunch of people through this shit.
Lauren, listen to me, okay? You have a date with someone who knows Tony, yes or no, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So why not call Tony and ask for your date's phone number, and just ask for her number? You don't have to say anything, just say, hey, what's Jen's phone number?
Tony won't give me her number. Tony has to call her.
What?
She doesn't want Tony giving out her number until she knows who it is, and until she knows that
If you
for a
have
while.
a date with her, why wouldn't she want you to have her number?
No, I don't know.
I mean, Lorne's pretty
Okay,
creepy.
so you have a date
People
with
do
someone who
all
knows
kinds of weird things.
Lauren, listen. You're going on a date with someone tonight, right? And I'm assuming that you have her address so that you can pick her up, or else you're meeting somewhere mutually, but you'd have to give
That's
her a
what we were
reason.
going to do. We were going to meet somewhere.
Okay, so you're going to meet somewhere, so I'm assuming that you're going to have to call her anyway. She would assume that you would be calling her anyway to say, hey, I'm out front of Walmart, here I am, or whatever. So if that's the case, then you'd need her number anyway. And if you're going on a date with her, she'd have no problem with you having her phone number. You're going on a date.
She didn't give me her number. I did it through Tony.
If Tony
So-
had
Tony can control it.
So he did it through Tony,
Yes.
I guess. Okay, somehow he was able to get this date all set up with Tony, but Tony also doesn't know anything about this.
No, that's right. So,
Hmm.
I'm guessing that Tony was like, Lorne, I've got to set you up with my good friend Jenny. She's amazing. She has incredibly low standards, loves pedophiles. You're perfect for her. And so then they set up the date, but then when Tony was borrowing Lorne's pressure washer, he knocked something down onto his head, and he now has forgotten everything. He doesn't even know who Lorne is. So
Okay.
this would be really distressing to call Tony right now. He'd be like, who's Jenny? Who are
That's
you?
true.
So Lorne's just looking after Tony.
Yeah,
And-
true. It would be really sad to hear that,
It would be. And
Yeah.
that is a better lie than anything Lorne is saying here. So if you ever find that DeLorean, Lorne, you're welcome to go back in time and try it.
Right.
What?
Tony is the one that has to call her. I was just going to meet her some.
So I have to stop the stream because for the first time ever, Eel has said something funny. She loves kids. You love kids. You're perfect for each other. Well done. First and last time.
That was kind of good.
Well, there you go, Eel. I was impressed. Tiffany, not so much.
Tony, give her your number.
No, I get enough people that know my number.
Lauren, you're playing games, okay? Listen to me.
No, I'm not playing
Yeah.
games. I'm not going to put anybody on a three-way where they don't know what the hell is going on.
Yet you ask people to do that all the fucking time. You literally
Yes.
asked for that earlier in this call.
I know. This is
You sound like
different.
you have a mouth.
True. Yeah, true. It's different when it's Lorne.
Yeah.
Full of shit, and I cannot understand you.
I said, I'm not going to put anybody on three-way when they don't know what the hell is going on.
They don't need to know what's going on. If you're canceling your date, just say, hey, I'm not feeling too well. I'm canceling the date. And that's all you have to do. There's nothing about this going on. If that's what you're doing, then that's what you're doing. And if you were serious, then that would show me that you're serious.
Would you cancel your date with the therapist if Lorne cancels his date?
If Lorne cancels his date on three-way, I will call the therapist on three-way as well and cancel my date.
Well,
there you go.
Sounds perfect.
Why'd you make a date to begin with?
No. It's not why. I could say the same to you. It's not about why. It's about if you cancel yours on three-way, I will call and cancel mine on three-way.
So I just want to give a bit of a heads up because I know, most people really enjoy, hearing Lorne upset and, raging and that kind of stuff. But this is all about to be resolved. They're both going to cancel their dates and it's going to actually be a really nice call. So if that's not something you're into, I won't be offended if you, don't hang around.
Yeah, I probably won't, to be honest.
I was kind of expecting that regardless, actually.
But I can't do it with my phone like that. I can't call Tony and have us be on three-way because my phone doesn't do that. I don't have a smartphone anymore, remember?
Lauren, you have done it before. You can do it. You have done it before.
I didn't call Emma. Emma called me. So I can't do it unless I called. That's the only way I can do a three-way on the burn phone.
Okay, so while you're on the phone right now...
We've had to do it with Mom before, remember? We've had to do it with Mom before.
Okay, so immediately hang up and call me, and then I'll call Emma. We'll be on three-way, and then you'll immediately call Tony.
Perfect.
Okay.
You have 5 seconds to call me back. Immediately.
Jesus.
Immediately.
All right.
5 seconds from now.
Hang on.
I'm excited about getting to hear Tony actually. So this will be pretty cool.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right.
Yes, Lauren.
Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing what?
Why are you doing this to us?
Lauren, what am I doing to us?
Yeah, Lauren, you can talk about all of this later.
Exactly. Like, right now, you need to call Tony because Jenny is sitting there waiting for you.
Yeah.
It's not important right now. I love the tone shift. It doesn't matter how many times I hear this.
I know.
I just love it. Because he's even a bit giggly, like, when he's hanging up. So, I want to know exactly when it changed. Because he's like, okay. And then, like, I wonder, does he get off the phone and does he consider trying to call Tony and be like, Tony, I need your help. You need to pretend that you set up a date. Or he's just like, Tony's going to tell me to go fuck myself, so I'm done.
Yeah, well, Tony could certainly be one of those people where he would agree, but then once they're all on the phone,
exactly.
He's going to be like, what are you talking about? There's no Jenny. What? I could see that happening too.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about,
funny.
The first time I ever heard of a Jenny was when you called me up 5 minutes ago and said, I need you to lie and say that you set me up a date with Jenny. Who's Jenny?
Right. I know, exactly. I don't know any Jennies. I don't know what you're talking about. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't set you up with somebody and hold their phone number.
No.
You know?
It wouldn't be fair to them.
No. And I think the tone shift happened when he hung up and he's realizing that he's in a corner, basically.
Yep. So
he doesn't know what else to do.
Yeah, it's like when an animal's cornered. They come out, swinging and biting. It's just the last opportunity.
Exactly.
You're trying to kill us.
Lauren, you have tried so many times to kill us. I'm just finishing it. Lauren, I have my entire family telling me
against me.
Lorne, they heard you call me a pathetic bitch, a piece of shit, and a cunt. I don't know how you figure they're going to be cheering you on.
I can't fucking believe this.
Okay.
Are you crying?
All right, so we have another shift.
It's a real roller coaster so far.
It really is. All of the emotion. I wasn't prepared for this.
No. And you wouldn't be. That's fair. So, do you need to take a minute?
No, it's okay. I think, may as well just
Power
work
through
it. Yeah.
Good work.
No, I'm fucking smiling a big goddamn smile because you want to fucking cheat on me.
Why are you crying?
I mean, what would you, Ramona? You don't see that? I'm begging you to fucking give me the chance to show you the person I am. You're telling me you're going to cheat on me.
Well, why are you crying?
You have always believed in me. Why would you stop? Why would you stop when the therapist comes along?
Okay, Lorne, give me 5 minutes.
Now.
I gotta take this. I'll call you back. I will call you back in 5.
All right.
For days.
Because that's not what he wants.
Well,
That's
it was
not
what
what
I
the
wanted
doctor
at the
wants.
time.
He even told you he was tempted to kiss you when he wiped your mouth off, which is something he shouldn't be doing anyway. You shouldn't be allowing him to wipe your mouth off when you have a boyfriend anyway. It's just not right. This is not right, Ramona. You cannot tell me it's right because it is not right.
I can tell you it's right because it is right. Listen.
It's not right. When you have a boyfriend, you don't let some other guy take you out to dinner and wipe your mouth off.
Again,
You should be happy that
we
it's
have
from
been
dinner,
going
Lorne,
on
not
2
something
hours
else.
of this phone conversation.
Careful what you wish for.
2 hours that I've been on the phone with you today. Not one time have you asked about my knee and how my surgery went. That was just yesterday. Not
I
one.
wanted to know. I wanted to know yesterday.
Not one time. Okay, yeah, you want to know, but you didn't ask. Not because yesterday you were too busy. Yesterday I woke up to text messages saying that if I didn't call you, then we were broken up. That's what I woke up to on the morning of my surgery. Messages saying that if I didn't call you, we were broken up. And then when I got home from my surgery, doped up completely on anesthesia, the messages I got, well, you didn't call me, so it's over. So those are the kind of messages that I got from you.
Well,
Now,
what do you expect?
You keep confusing me with these new guys that you're bringing in.
see, again,
You have to keep doing that.
It goes back to you. It's all about what you want. You've not asked me
Yeah,
about.
I don't want to be confused about what you're doing.
I'm not confusing you. I am saying I want to go and see people who are in my state. I'm not being confusing about that.
I want to be in your state with you.
Okay, but Lorne, you're not listening to me.
You kind of
Well,
can't.
we all want things we can't have.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of technicalities that he
Yes.
has to work out before he can be in the same state as Ramona.
Exactly, and it's just one of those things, Lorne wants to be in the same state as Ramona. We don't want him to be a pedophile. Like, we all have things that just can't be, unfortunately.
Yeah, right.
You haven't been fair to me, so don't tell me you have.
Again, as I was saying, thing one, not ask me about the surgery. Thing two, I am saying to you what I want, but you're not listening. Thing three, it doesn't matter what I want because you want what you want, and that's what's going to happen in your world.
You don't want me?
Lord, I want to be with people who are in my state, who are showing me healthy habits, who are showing me that they've got their life together, that they've got their situations handle, that they don't have issues with drinking, that they don't have issues with anger.
I don't have issues with drinking anymore at all. I still don't even care to have
I don't have any issues with drinking. I love it.
the beer.
That they're not angry and getting violent, that they have good jobs and that they take care of themselves, that they have a situation where they could take care of me, that they're in a situation where they're not, where we can live anywhere in the world that we want to live and where we can travel, that they are mentally healthy, that they do take care of their bodies, and that they're not smoking 3 packs of cigarettes a day. That's what I want.
What do you say?
You never had a problem with me smoking before.
This is news to me.
Been smoking forever, and now all of a sudden it's a problem. And did he correct her and say it's 2 packs a day?
Yeah. He's very much into those technicalities.
Yeah. I mean, 2 packs is fine. 3 packs, too much. 2 packs, I think most health boards actually recommend 2 packs. It's just moderation.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did smoke 3 before.
Exactly.
So if he's doing 2, then he's cutting back, obviously. So that's really good.
Yep. So I mean, he's probably not smoking at all now. I reckon. I reckon he's completely quit.
Yeah, I mean, because quitting smoking has always been a goal of his.
Yep.
He's been working on it for a really long time. It's not easy.
No.
So he's been working on it. Let's see. When was the first time that I heard him say that he was going to quit smoking? I think it was in 2007.
When he was talking to that child. That's right. He told the kid that he was going to quit smoking.
He did.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
because even she knew.
Exactly right. Because they learned that in school, So it's really fresh in their memory, seeing she was actively going to school.
Right. Exactly.
So he has been trying for a while, but one day, maybe when he gets a girlfriend whose lungs are so bad that she needs to use a robot voice to talk, maybe that will be the catalyst for quitting. Because he wouldn't want her to be around smoke and make herself sicker.
That is very true. And also, if he had a girlfriend who needed some type of an organ transplant.
Of course.
And one of the qualifiers was that he needed to stop smoking.
Of course. So, I have no doubts he would quit then. Like, that would be the jolt that he would need. So, I wonder if that'll ever happen.
Lorne,
I'm sure that it will.
You're going to do what you're going to do. I'm not going to try and stop you from smoking. I'm not going to try and stop you from smoking. But I don't want to be hacking up a lung. I'm already hacking up a lung from the damn tooth they had down my throat for the surgery you still haven't asked me about. And I don't like that feeling, so I certainly don't want to be inhaling cigarettes 24/7.
I ask you about it when you never give me a chance to ask you about it.
Lorne, you've been on the phone for 2 hours.
How was the surgery? Because I wanted to know yesterday.
Okay, well, you didn't ask me yesterday. All you said yesterday was, well,
but he wanted to know.
You never called me, but you found time to call Emma before your surgery.
First of all, she called me, and I answered.
She said that you told me that you called her.
I don't know. She called me. She could have called me, and then I called her immediately back. I don't know. I think that might have been what happened. Who cares? Who gives a shit? I talked to Ella for a few minutes yesterday. Who cares? That's not the point here, Lorne. The point is that you're not.
Why didn't you call me? Let me know that you still want us.
Because Lorne.
Come on, Ramona. Before you went in for surgery, why couldn't you call him and tell him you still want us? I mean, that should have been if you had forgotten and they were about to put you under, it should have been, hey, stop. I need to tell Lorne that I still want us. Oh, get the phone in here, everyone.
You were not the focus of yesterday.
No, the focus was supposed to be on your knee.
And that was the focus yesterday.
You had to put that therapist there. That's right.
That was the focus yesterday. And yes,
before, you were flirting with him on the phone. You didn't meet on the phone.
as I was saying, that was the focus yesterday, and I am glad that I had someone there who literally could pick me up and put me in the wheelchair and pick me up and put me in the car. Because I cannot.
You couldn't have done that. You both couldn't have done that.
You know, and this is where Ramona's not being fair. Like, Lorne could have done this. You know, he should be the first point of call for that. Like, he, you know, would have told her to put the phone down and just really think hard about levitating, and like, so he could have used his mind power to get her in and out of the chair. But he didn't get the chance.
No, because she was too busy talking to everyone else. Not giving him the time of day.
Pretty rude.
The nurses or your brother or the 10 friends that you had.
No, the nurses could not come home with me. That is not the point. The point is that you're not listening to what I'm saying to you that I've been saying for 2 hours and yesterday.
And you're still not listening to anything that I've said to you. You haven't for the longest time.
Then, Lorne, go be with someone who will
listen. You continue to put these guys in our way.
Lorne,
continuously.
Then, Lorne, if I'm not listening, go be with someone who will be with you.
Yeah, because I want to be with you. And I want to show you the real person I am, but you don't allow it because you constantly put a threat there. Why do you need to constantly put a threat there with us?
I am not putting a threat. I am putting friends. I am trying to have a life down here. You need to go try to have a life up there.
Friends. You make me understand how this therapy is going to be a friend. When you're sending messages to Emma about his moist lips, taking a picture of his butt and sending the picture of his butt to your mom.
Wow.
How do you really think that's going to be construed?
Probably not well.
Then, Lord, if it's going to be construed bad, then go find someone who will not do those things.
Do you want me?
Well, you're not here. You don't have the things that I'm wanting from someone in a relationship. You're not willing to do those things. You don't have those things.
Ramona's a money girl.
She is, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm hearing.
Yeah, doesn't turn into a money girl?
How did you know?
I have my own money. That's thing one. Thing two.
That Escalade.
No.
That was important that he has that Escalade.
As I was saying, let's clear up something, because I don't like to hear any guy talk about women as, oh, you're all about money. You just want him for his money, Lorne. And that's what I've said since day one. Hang on one second.
I want you to cancel this date.
She said, hang on.
I deserve to give you the 3 months, and you deserve to get the 3 months from me.
Lorne, I deserve to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 decades of a good relationship, and I don't think it would come from you, because you're so hung up on 3 months instead of 3 years, 3 decades, 3 centuries. You're not hung up on being a good man permanently. You're hung up on showing me.
I'm hung up on being a good man to you permanently. You're not going to be able to see what kind of man I am until you meet me in person.
What?
Lorne, what I
You're not going to be able to see that.
I want. What I have seen over the phone is not something I want.
You don't want a guy having to be pissed off. Show me that I'm important enough to meet.
Yeah. I mean, once you're down there with him in person and you see the dilapidated trailer, and you guys sit down and listen to the calls he had with Kayla together, like, that's when you're going to see what kind of good person he is. And all of these issues will be a thing of the past.
Yeah, he's going to get really in-depth with you. More in-depth than he's ever been with anyone else.
Well, exactly. I mean, you can't get much closer than listening to your boyfriend's, molestation calls with a child. I mean, that is closeness.
That's closeness. I mean, how much further down can he go? Where is rock bottom, Lorne? That's probably a good question.
I mean, most people, this would be rock bottom, but I'm sure that Lorne has even further depths that we don't even know about yet.
Wow. Seems
As I was
impossible.
Impressive, right?
Yeah.
saying,
But you've been showing me that you're listening to everything the therapist says about you, and that guy doesn't even have any ethical values of his own. Otherwise, he wouldn't get personal with his clients. You would have only saw the look on Allie's face when I told her how personal the therapist got with you.
okay, that's great. That's great that you're a therapist
That's
who I
coming from a
never
real
met,
therapist.
who
Allie
I
had
will
to
never
listen to
meet.
bullshit.
Could you imagine like where he's sitting there going, and he's fucking touching her knee and or whatever else. It's like,
Right.
yeah, Lorne, that does sound really unprofessional. I can guarantee you I would never do that, just in case you get any ideas.
Right. Stop staring at me. Thank you. I feel really uncomfortable.
Please stay on the chair over there.
Exactly. You don't have to move your chair closer to me. Why are you doing that?
Because you're perfect, except you're married.
Right. You're perfect, but you're married to a cop.
To a
I don't
cop,
like
even
cops.
worse. You know how I feel about cops, Ellie.
Right. Right.
Has an opinion on someone who she'll never meet. That's great that your therapist has an opinion on someone she's never even talked to. That's wonderful.
On somebody that's in her same profession.
Lauren, if that is the case, and if all of these things bother you, I am telling you, go on your date, go find someone who won't.
I'm not going on my date, and I want you to cancel yours.
As I was saying, go find someone who will not do these things if they bother you.
What bothers me is you not telling them no.
Lauren, I don't want to tell them no anymore. That is not what I want to do. What I want to do is be young and be free and be happy and not worry about the fact that I am constantly getting abused because I have friends, or abused because I talk to my grandmother, or abused because I want to watch a Lifetime movie. I just want to enjoy my life.
Enjoy it with me, 100%, like you used to do.
As you like to say, you've been with me for 9 months, and in those 9 months, the only enjoyment I got were a few laughs here and there, and abuse every single solitary Friday and Saturday.
So you're gonna quit. You're gonna quit on me when you're afraid that I'm right, that I'm a changed person, that I know that I can go 3 months and I can go 3 decades with acting like a good person. 'Cause I am.
Lauren,
And that's what your therapist, so-called therapist, says. I'm a good person, and you know it.
Lauren, I don't know it because I've not seen any corroboration.
You give me these 3 months to show you, and we meet, and then you tell me that I'm not a good person.
Lauren, I have seen you at what you consider your best, and I have seen you not at your worst. I've seen you at pretty bad, but not at your worst, because we're not face to face to where I could see you at your worst.
The only thing if we're face to face and I get frustrated, the only thing that you would see would be frustration in my face. If I were to hit something, it would be going outside and hitting wood, and I'd say, that was stupid, I shouldn't have done that.
That's not intimidating. Like, that's...
Send a picture of that face, Lauren. See, that's what Jamie would have said.
Exactly. And I think we've already seen his frustration face. I think that's that
We
one
have,
that's side
yeah. Yeah, the one where he's taking it from the side. That is really funny. I know those were great. Where she'd be like, "Prove it. I don't believe you."
Exactly.
You'd have to take a picture. Yeah.
Exactly. And I just love how he thinks, I won't be abusive. I'll just go outside and hit stuff. Like that's great. Nothing.
I know he's gonna go out. He's gonna go outside and chop wood. He's gonna be out there. He's such an alpha. That's such an alpha thing to do, isn't it?
It really is. Like I think Joran actually talked about that on a video about the angry wood chopping being a real alpha.
Oh, did he?
Lawns. No, he didn't. But that really sounds like something he would say, right?
It absolutely does. Yeah. Yeah.
If he's listening now, he's like, for fuck's sake, why didn't I think of that?
He goes out there without a shirt on. It's really cold, but he doesn't care. He's like Paul Bunyan.
Exactly. I mean, he doesn't feel the cold. He is that.
No.
He is that tough.
Right.
And he'll have to tell you that he's got to struggle for a bit, and then you hear him go while he swings his axe. Big man.
I know.
Believe in hitting someone. Unless they attack someone that I allowed physically, then I don't even like hitting anyone.
Lorne, I know you've hit your dogs before. So, I mean...
I spanked them a little bit. I don't even spank them now because of you.
Okay, how do you spank someone by not hitting them?
I don't abuse my dogs anymore because you told me not to. See the
Right,
impact?
because of you? Why? you shouldn't do that anyway.
Exactly. So if Ramona wasn't here, he would still be hitting them. So that's a real ringing endorsement for the kind of good guy that he is.
Yeah. See, I have the opposite problem. My dogs bully me all day.
They sure do.
They really do. I'm not kidding.
I can attest to that. I have on occasion heard the bullying, and I'm like, whoa, okay, guys.
Yeah, I know. Settle down. I know.
Thank you so much, homemade hair gel. I'm glad you could catch a live.
Homemade hair gel.
Great
what are
name.
you referring to? Yeah, exactly.
What is this? You hit your dog. I spank them. Spank is not a euphemism for hit. It just means you repeatedly hit them.
I don't even...
I don't repeatedly hit
tap them on the ass. I don't even do that anymore.
You did not tap them on the ass. You hit them.
Okay, I hit them on the ass, but I don't hit them hard.
Okay,
and
Lorne.
I don't do it anymore anyway. Because of you.
Okay, Lorne, you're trying to find euphemisms. It's like saying I didn't murder that guy. I killed him. I mean,
you're trying to make me look bad. You're doing exactly what Barry's trying to do.
Barry.
Well,
I love that. Barry.
Barry.
Are you doing that?
Lorne, listen to me. I have not hundreds, but tens of people in my life dearly who have loved me all my life, who have loved me most of my life, or who have come into my life and not asked for anything from me, but just wanted to give. I have a bunch of people like that in my life, people who I respect and care about deeply.
All I want to do is give you the real me.
As I was saying. And all of these people now have found out about...
Wow, thank you. Thank you very much, Jennifer. That's incredibly generous. Who says, great stream so far, C3W and the legendary Tiffany. I'm glad you said so far because it could really go off the rails any minute now. So.
I know. It's a little unpredictable around here. You never know.
It sure is, but thank you so much.
About you. And not one of them is supportive of it. All of them are showing me reasons why I need to run. Things that I was thinking about before, but now it's like, well, it's kind of difficult to ignore it because whereas I could put things out of my mind before and just go on, now I'm confronted with the fact that people know. And not one person, Lorne. These people, because think about it, these people don't want anything bad for me. They don't want me to miss out. You know, it's especially my parents. My parents don't want me to miss out on a good relationship. My parents don't want that at all. My brothers don't want me to miss out on a good relationship. They all want me to be happy.
All I want is for you to be happy too, but I want to show you that I can make you happy.
Lorne, please let me finish. These people do not want harm for me. They want me to be happy. If I was with a guy who cleaned bathroom toilets for a living, but he was a good guy, and they saw how he respected me, and they saw him treat me well, and they knew that he wanted to care about me and care for me, they would be happy. It's not about the money. I mean, money's nice. I have money. It's nice. It's nice to have. At the end of the day, it's a security blanket, and it feels good to go to sleep knowing that you have money in your account. That's a great feeling. But it's not about the money. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to lay in bed and cuddle up with my money. And like, because first of all, I'm a germaphobe, and that would be gross. But second of all, that's not what I want to do at the end of the day. So what I'm saying to you is that these people who are in my life, people who I trust, people who I care about, people who care about me, people who I know for a fact don't want any harm to me. And not one of them is saying Lorne is a good guy. In fact, all of them are saying the exact opposite. All of them are working with me. It's that they're not even, like, I mean, everybody's concerned about my surgery, but more so than my surgery. More so than me going under anesthesia. When you go under anesthesia, they ask if you have a living will. Because you might die under...
Who the fuck's Will? What is he doing living near you?
See?
Will's
Will
already
has always been around.
Will is inevitable. He is always there.
Will is life.
And it's going to be, you know, his main antagonist for the rest of the journey.
Yes.
Anesthesia.
But I do love how he's like, you know, they don't know the real me. Like, you're an abusive pedophile. Like, what more is there to know?
I know. There's a chat log that they can read. There's actual reading material that someone can have to see the real Lorne.
Exactly. So actually, why not? When you come down, Ramona, bring your whole family and all these other people that are just trying to put me down. We'll all get together. You know, I'll have Mum make some of her famous chicken pot pie. We'll listen to the calls together. We'll read parts of the chat log. We won't read all of it because, you know, there's only so much time in the day. And they'll really get to know the real me. And I think everything's just going to be better then. Yeah.
You'll get to hear how cute he is, you know, how sweet he is, how much attention he wants to give her.
Exactly. You know, how much this kid likes seeing his butt. And, you know, how cute his butt is. So, like, you'll really see the real Lorne.
That is true. Oh, and taken abroad as well. Yes. Thank you, Eo.
Thank you. Well, two half-decent contributions. You must be exhausted, mate. Like, go and have a lie down.
They're not thinking about that as much as they're thinking about this thing that I'm doing with you. And that is where everybody's concern is. Although don't get me wrong, they did good because everyone came to the hospital and was very concerned. But now they're back.
The difference is they don't know me and you do. You've seen the frustrations that I've had to deal with that I've gotten through because of you.
Lorne, let me tell you.
You were there to help me through them. You're the one that got me to this point where I know I can go these 3 months, and I know I can go 3 decades. I know I can go 3 centuries. Treating you good.
Good correction.
I haven't been able to do it so far, but I can do it, you know, for that length of time.
I'm going to start tomorrow.
Yeah. Monday. Actually, January 1st. Let's just do that. You know, new year, new me.
Perfect.
You have to be treated.
Lorne,
I need these 3 months to show you that.
Lorne, my family does not need to, quote, know you. My family does not need to see you. My family does not need to know your name, your birth date, your address, anything like that, to know that if somebody calls someone who is supposed to be their girlfriend a bitch, a cunt, a pathetic bitch, that they don't want them to be around that person. If I heard somebody if I had a daughter and I heard somebody call her that, I don't care if it was the freaking president. If I heard somebody call my daughter a cunt, I would want them gone fast. Because she doesn't deserve that. Because she doesn't deserve to be dealing with being called those names. And for the very first time in my life... I don't want to call you names. Okay, I want to be able to love you like you deserve to be loved. Okay, but see, Lorne, you might say that you want
to love her.
Yeah. Is that so...
Does that remind you of a song?
All I want to do is make love to you? Is that the song?
No. All I want to do is love you.
I don't...
From Steer Music.
Oh, fucking of course. Of course. Oh,
Yeah.
your Joran recollection is better than mine, and I listen to him like way more than I should. I'm gonna find it. We're gonna listen to it, and this is all Tiffany's fault, everyone.
But that's not what you've done. And here's the thing: I'm not holding back.
That's what I'm going to do.
Lord, I'm not
What's
holding.
the difference? I told you before, when Mom said that, it woke me up to what the hell I was doing.
Lorne,
All because I was upset and frustrated about everybody else. I was treating you wrong. And that woke my ass up.
hey, Lorne, it's nice that you decided to get woken up after 9 months, as you like to say. But the fact of the matter is...
It's more nice to see you quitting on me after 9 months.
Lorne,
Because of a therapist.
Lorne, I should have
want
quit on
you.
you after 2 months, after the very first time you did that. There shouldn't have been a 9 months.
No, because we should have met a long, long time ago.
No, we shouldn't have.
Yeah,
Lorne.
so you could actually see me in person, so I could see you in person. Then we wouldn't have
Before
the
you
thing
meet
over our
the
head that we've never
therapist.
met.
Yeah, you've got to act fast now, Lorne.
He's really
Yeah.
not listening to me. He's really, truly not listening to me.
You're not listening to
Homemade
me.
hair gel. Thank you
Anything
so
I
much.
say, you're making it null and void.
To go.
Oh
And
wow! Thank you, homemade hair gel. Yeah, I completely missed that because I'm furiously looking for all I want to do is love. So thank you so much, homemade hair gel, who says Ramona is my favourite catfish, but Lockhart is the best breakup. She just stood on business and told him who he was. Piece of shit. Could not agree more.
That's an urban legend. Those calls don't exist.
No, I was, because I thought I had heard them, but I haven't been able to. So it must have been just something I imagined.
Yeah, maybe in the breeze you can hear it. You
Yeah.
know?
Yep.
If you're outside on a quiet night, you can hear me yelling.
Or like when you pick
Maybe
up like a
that's
seashell and hold it to your ear.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Sometimes you can hear the ocean. Other times you can hear Lorne and I. Isn't that nice? Nature's
is.
so crazy.
It is lovely. Nature's crazy.
You need to
Thank
meet
you so
someone.
much.
Now here's the thing. The very beginnings of the Lorne and Ramona saga, the things that you were doing was repeatedly texting me and getting drunk. At that point, you hadn't started calling me names. I'll give you credit. You didn't start calling me names until about month 3. So from month 1 or 0, month 0 to month 3, you didn't call me names. And I'll give you credit for that you didn't call me a bitch until you had known me for 3 months. So you would get angry and jealous. Am I going to be able to talk, or am I going to just have to hang up and just go?
And just go to the therapist house?
Ooh.
Wherever I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as I was saying, in the beginning, you would message me repeatedly. I'd tell you, Lorne, I just want to watch Lifetime movies. It's Friday. I was by myself, laying on my couch with my tablet, watching Lifetime movies and eating junk food. That is how I sometimes prefer to spend a Friday. And that's what I would do. If I said I was doing that, that's what I was doing every single time.
So Voice to Voice said
accused
that
of-
if you hold a swordfish up to your ear, you can hear Lorne begging Debbie for attention.
Just keep it away from your throat.
That's commitment right there.
It-
Voice
it-
to Voice.
It is. Like, you deserve to hear that if you can get a swordfish and hold it up to your ear.
Yes. That's really alpha. That's an alpha move. I'm very impressed. You want to go swimming with polar bears with me?
That is, I mean, I think that's how you earn the polar bear trip, is by doing that. So that's the challenge, guys.
Yeah.
Of going out with people, of doing this, of doing that, anything else, anything in the world that I could be accused of, I was accused of. I would wake up with messages. I would go to sleep. I would wake up with a barrage of messages. I went to New York. And what happened when I went to New York? On my way to New York, you sent me a penis picture. A picture of your penis and your face in the picture. And after that...
So you can't claim it wasn't yours.
I mean, Wes gave advice to another creep about this. So
yeah, he did.
Lorne could have really heard that.
You asked, as I was saying, after that, you asked me 100 questions about your penis. Is it enough for me? Is it satisfying? Blah, blah, blah. And I was with my girlfriend, all girlfriends. And I was...
Speaking of alpha, that is an alpha move. Send a picture of your dick and then in a panic, ask, is that enough for you? Do you think this could satisfy you? I mean, it just exudes confidence.
Yeah, you apologize. You apologize for it. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
This is the best that I have. I'm sorry. I know you're disappointed. But,
I worked on this for an hour, and this is the best I could come up with.
This is it, yeah.
Phone. In fact, much of the night, I left my phone in the car. And what happened? The next morning, I got woken up to a bunch of text messages about how, because I didn't answer any questions about your penis, that meant that I was cheating on you with someone who I met in a club in New York. That's what I dealt with in the beginning. Month 3 through, let's say, 6 was a Lorne who, if I didn't spend, 8 hours on the phone with him, 6 hours on the phone with him, 4 hours on the phone with him every single solitary day, I was accused of not making time, of cheating, of anything that you wanted to think of. And that's when you started calling me names. That's when I was called a bitch. That's when I was called a cunt. That's when I was called a piece of shit, a pathetic loser. That's one thing that you called me before. All sorts of things.
He called her a pathetic loser.
Glass houses.
That's rich, Lorne. That's rich. Thank you so much, Wayne Tech.
Do you want to read out what Wayne Tech said?
Sure. The only two I listen to regularly are Tiffany and Ramona. Less slapstick, more telling Lorne how stupid he is.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
I wouldn't even call you, but that you called me.
Wayne Tech must be wrestling with swordfish too, in order to hear that.
Exactly. I don't know how people are, listening to this and wrestling with all these swordfish. Like, I'm very impressed.
I am too.
Feel a little bit bad for the swordfish, to be honest, but that'd coming.
True.
Before we start again, and once again, this is not my fault.
Uh-oh, did you find something?
I did, and
everyone strap in. It's about to get hot.
I'm gonna put it on the screen too, because you get to see his budget, which includes OkCupid. So that is
yes.
Fun. So
yes.
just
I actually do love this song. I think it's so funny.
It is really funny.
Yeah.
So where are we? Actually, we'll listen to a bit more of the call while I figure this out.
You put up with a therapist calling you there.
As I was saying. And you're exploding, screaming, cursing constantly.
Kat G, thank you so much.
Then months 6 through 9.
Yes, thank you so much, Kat G. Thank you both for the stream, is what you've said, and thank you so much for not only your donation but being here.
Yeah.
And I think I figured it out now. So that was the perfect time to stop. Thank you, Kat G. So
Boomer Tech Hour with Cornville Three-Way. That's what we're doing. Thank you so much, Winnie's boyfriend/husband, for pointing that out.
Well done, you fucking asshole. All right, here we go. Enjoy.
It's going to be the longest 4 minutes of your life, but it's going to be great, okay?
Look at that effect. Do you think this was intentional? Probably was.
All I want to do is love you. All I want to do is hold you in my arms. All I want to do is be there for you. All I want to do is want you. But you won't let me in when I try to be your friend. You won't let me, even when I try to be there for you.
Oh, yeah.
All I want to do is love you.
Ooh.
All I want to do is hold you in my arms. All I want to do is be there for you. All I want to do is want you.
I love seeing how everyone is loving this in the chat.
They really enjoyed it.
You would tell
Yeah.
Thumbs down are good, right? That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, you loved me till you
Where did he
couldn't
go?
anymore. Once upon a time,
He looks so
you shower
sad.
me with affection.
Doesn't this remind you of like
Mess
MTV,
build
this
up
music
for
video? Like
frustration.
prime.
Absolutely.
No more
Peak MTV.
kisses, no romance, no more slow dance. Tell me, how did I ever lose this child? All I want to do is love you. Ooh. All I want to do is hold you in my arms.
Is everyone swaying?
All I
They
want
better
to
be.
do is
I am.
be there for
I am
you.
Got my phone in the air with the
All I
flashlight on.
want to
Yeah.
do is want you.
If you have lighters, light them up.
All I get is heartache and heartbreak.
No,
Anything
Jordan.
you want or need, but you've got to want me to. Time is wasting.
I think you wrote
I
this on Mac and
must
Cheese.
be wasting my time. I would give you my last dime.
He's in his robe. Is that the robe?
That is the
For a
road.
late night call,
okay.
but you won't call me
This has everything.
at all. How can this be? Tell me, where did we go wrong?
Yes. That's how you hit the note.
Exactly.
When all I
I need
want
you
to
up here.
do is love you, hold you, be there for you. I just want you, just want you, I just want you to want me to.
Oh, a little kiss at the end too.
Ah, mwah.
Comment, subscribe,
Share.
ring that bell. Ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Make sure you do, guys.
So how is everybody doing? Okay.
Is everyone still with us?
We got a couple of donations during all of that.
We did. I don't know if that was maybe like a way to try to make it stop. Like, if I donate, they're going to have to read this out and cut this shit out. Maybe. Not a bad plan. So thank you very much to Affectivity, who says, yay, I finally came upon a live stream. Hi, C3W and Tiffany and everybody else. Hi to you.
Hello. Yes, nice to see you.
And thank you, Voice to Voice, who says, Karaoke Jordan is my sleep paralysis demon. Fair.
Perfect. Yes. Lucky for you. You know, that's really a nice thing.
So, back we go.
Well, part of that time I injured my knee. I could count, and I was laid up with a knee injury. Now, here's the thing. When I was with the knee injury, it was a lot of physical therapy, a lot of doctor's appointments. I mean, pretty much almost every single day, there was something going on with my knee, whether it was a physical therapy appointment or doctor's appointment, or the case may be. Sometimes I'd have to, sometimes I'd be in the wheelchair. Bro was wheeling me around all the time. All sorts of different things that meant that I didn't have full mobility as I did before. So what did I do during that time? Sometimes I read. Sometimes I talked on the phone with Nana and with other friends. I tried to catch up on things around the house and certain administrative type tasks, making calls that I needed to do, those types of things. What did Lorne do? Lorne didn't ask, I'm really sorry about your knees. What's going on? Lorne was upset because Lorne wasn't getting attention all the time like he used to. Because now I have a knee injury, and I'm sleeping a lot more. My sleep schedule's messed up. All sorts of things. The main theme is that Lorne didn't get what Lorne wanted, and Lorne found another reason to explode. So now that we're going into month 10...
G'day, George Glass. Says, wow, made it to a live episode of Grease and the Dingo.
Yeah.
Lorne proclaims that he's a changed man and all this stuff is new and he's going to be great and he's going to be super. I just have to tell all the guys in my life who have shown me, in some cases for years, that they are fit to be a healthy, good partner. I just have to tell them that, hey, bye-bye. Don't want anything to do with you. Don't hit on me anymore. I'm going to date this guy in Maine who has now decided, almost a year into knowing him, that he's going to be a good person. Are you joking?
Oh, thank you, Homemade Hair Gel, who says, Jordan's singing made me put out my cigarette, and now I'm going to bed.
Oh, come on. Have another one.
There's always,
Say, thanks a lot, Joran. I think I'll have a cigarette.
Why are you rushing?
Why are you rushing?
There's a lot of things that we've gone through. There's a lot of different things that have happened. Stuff that you're saying about me. Different things have happened. For one, I was never used to having anybody be honest with me.
Okay.
Somebody that I hadn't met yet. That was a huge thing. But if you remember back in month 1 to 3, we loved spending time together.
Month 1 to 3. If you think about month 1 to 3, we love spending time together. Months 4 to 5, I was incredibly abusive. Months 5 to 9, still very abusive, and you're dating other people. But let's go back to month 1 to 3.
But we're trying to get back there.
Yes.
I'm trying to get back there. You're not trying to get back there.
No. Lorne's just trying to get back to when he was a good person.
He is. Yeah.
Like ages, 0 to 6 months.
Oh, so at 6 months, that's when he turned.
I think he started to turn then, yeah.
Okay, I assume he could crawl.
Exactly.
Basically.
Started to turn then like milk that's been left out in the sun for a few days.
Wow, okay.
We loved it a lot.
We loved it.
That's the person that I am.
We loved it, I know. Ramona, do you want to weigh in on that?
I'm going to speak for the both of us because that's I know what you're thinking, Ramona.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm sorry, but I love spending time with you. And I love having a good time with you. I love having fun. I love being a good person. It's not my fault.
Says
love being a good person.
that is classic.
So he must hate his life, basically, all the time, if that's the case. Yeah.
I just love that. Like, the whole reason we're listening to this is because he is one of the worst people imaginable, and he says
Absolutely.
He loves being a good person.
He sure does. Yeah, I would love to know his definition of that.
Yes.
I feel like it might be slightly different than the rest of us. would say.
I think so, and I do genuinely think he thinks he's a good person. Like, I don't think he says that. You know, I think he thinks he is a good person, which is great.
Yeah, I think that he thinks back to a time before people started taking advantage of him.
Yeah,
you know, so he's gonna think back to when he was this wide-eyed, innocent soul. You know, just wanted to be accepted, just wanted to have friends, and he wanted his family to love him. But that's not what happened.
And he can't really be blamed for that, can he? You know?
No, he can't.
Not his fault.
He can't. No, because you don't treat your baby brother like that.
Exactly.
You don't take from him. That's not fair. He just wants to be close to you, and he wants you to like him.
He looks up to you, and you
he sure does.
Betrayed that.
Yeah.
Picture that I get threatened by, but all I need to hear is, please leave me. I told them, no, leave me alone. I have a boyfriend. That's when I started getting confused. I just don't need the threat.
Yeah. That's bad. If Lorne gets confused,
it's not good.
You better look out. It's not good. No. No, definitely not.
Thank you very much, Wayne Tech 10. That we stuff makes him more punchable. Agreed.
So you're saying that he's not really speaking for Ramona. Like, if she was going to speak about how they were before herself, that perhaps she would have a different opinion. I feel like that's maybe what you're saying.
I agree. I think that's what he's trying to get across.
Yeah.
All I've ever asked from you, just tell the press to leave you alone. I know you're honest to me. When this therapist came along and you were flirting with him on the phone, with me on the phone, that fucked me up. I can't tell you that it didn't fuck me up. It fucked me up. I never expected that to happen. And the stuff that Emma said that you said, I never expected that.
Why not, though?
I mean, the dinner, I couldn't believe that he asked you out to dinner. Couldn't believe that you were contemplating it.
Well, I'm going out tonight, and you can do whatever you want. You have a date set up. Go on it. Do not stand her up.
I'm not going on it. I want you to cancel the date for the therapist.
I'm not going to cancel tonight.
Why won't you cancel tonight?
What?
Why won't you cancel tonight?
Because I want to go.
You want to know what?
Because I want to go.
You want to go spend time with another guy?
Lorne, I want to go spend time with a guy who's respectful, who's kind.
What gave you that idea?
And who's
spend time with me. Something you haven't done for 2 months.
Lorne,
been on the phone for 2 hours.
I have talked to you
why
on
are
the
you
phone.
killing us?
Lorne, I have talked to you on the phone for hours and hours and hours.
How long did you talk to the therapist today? How long have you been on? Did you talk to him on the phone?
Maybe 15, 20 minutes. I have
It was
talked to
15, 20
you.
minutes. You gave him time when you couldn't give me time.
Lord, I'm on the phone with you right now. But here's the thing, Lord. If somebody is not giving you time, why are you trying to force them to be with you?
Good question.
Because it's the only way someone will be with him, Ramona.
And there's your answer.
Yeah.
And homemade hair gel, we absolutely are going to continue Kangaroo Court. We're recording the next episode in the next few days, so look out for that. Look out for that soon.
It has to be trying to force you. You're the one who started going out with these fucking guys.
Lorne, maybe that's
You're the
a
one that
sign.
cheated, not me. I didn't invite this guy into my life. I only have a girl into my life.
Lorne,
Why we were together?
Lorne, maybe that's a sign that we're not right
Is it
for
a
each
sign that
other.
you cheat?
Lorne, maybe that's a sign.
Is that a sign that you cheat?
First of all, I've never cheated on anybody who I've ever been with.
Really? you went out to dinner, or do a fucking dinner date with this guy, this same guy that you're saying you're going to go out to a date with tonight over to his fucking house. Are you not hearing yourself? This same guy you went on
she
a
just
dinner
said
date
that
with.
she's going to go. She just
When we
cancel.
were together.
She doesn't have a problem with any of it.
If only you had called up Jenny and cancelled.
Truly, yes. Right, I know. 2 hours ago. You
She's
had
still
Ramona
sitting there.
where you wanted her. Yeah. All you had to do was call Jenny. What was the problem calling Jenny, Lorne? Gosh.
Maybe he's actually on the date right now. Because I could not see Lorne actually having a date, but if that ever happened, I could see him having his headset there and like talking.
Talking to Ramona.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, can we order Lorne? Just in a second, Jenny, okay?
Yeah.
I'm trying to stop my girlfriend going out with the therapist. Some respect.
Together. You cheated on me. And you want to see how bad of a person I am.
As he's
Why would you even
yelling.
possibly think about going on a date with somebody that's supposed to be professional and ruins every ethic value that he's supposed to have in his profession and gets personal with a client?
I love how he's so hung up on, this breach of ethics. Like it's the only thing he's got, so he's just gonna hammer it home. Because
Yes.
at the end of the day, what does it matter? Like, if it is a breach of ethics or that, like, Ramona's still gonna be fucking him. Like, there's no it doesn't change anything. And
So you're saying that Ramona's gonna put out when she goes there tonight?
well, not tonight, because I think she says that she doesn't. Well, later on she says she doesn't kiss on the first or the second date. I guess that technically doesn't mean that they're not gonna do it, because you don't
have to kiss.
You
Ever
don't have
see
to
Pretty
kiss.
Woman?
I have, and
Yeah,
that's where
like
I
rule
learned
number
that you
one.
don't have to kiss.
That's right. That's where you learned, young cornfellas taking notes.
Oh, you don't have to kiss. Okay. This all makes so much more sense now.
Mm-hmm.
And are you texting him right now? How much time are you giving this guy?
Are you texting him right now? Is he on the other line?
Lorne
Is he
screaming
sitting
at
next
her.
to you, touching your knee? Yeah.
Yeah, and she's just in there texting. You won't believe what this motherfucker's saying. Like,
I know.
and he's just like, lol.
You don't want to admit it. You just want to blame everything on me. It's my fault that you had to see that therapist. It's my fault that that therapist asked you out to dinner. It's my fault that you went on the dinner date with him. It's my fault because you want to go hang out with him at his fucking house tonight alone
Always getting
so that he
real
can
shaky.
put his fucking lips on yours. Are you fucking kidding
He's
me?
gonna place his lips gently, his moist lips, on Ramona's.
That's how you kiss, right? You just gently
Yeah.
place, and then you hold them there.
Oh my gosh.
It's probably my fault that you saw the doctor naked.
Make sure they're moist.
It's my fault that the doctor saw you naked. Fault, isn't it, Ramona?
I never once said it was your fault that the doctor and I saw each other naked.
You cheated on me.
I didn't cheat on you.
That's just cheating
You
on
did
me.
too. You went
Okay,
on that
then,
fucking
Lord, if I
dinner date.
cheated
You
on
told me
you,
you were going to
why
bring your
don't
brother. You lied to me.
Lord, if I
You told me
cheated,
you were going to bring your brother. You didn't.
Lord, first of all, if I cheated on you, then leave. Don't be with the cheater. If you think I cheated on you, then leave.
How can you say you didn't? You lied to me too. You told me you were going to bring your brother and you didn't.
Okay, so
But you
Lord.
didn't tell me about it.
Okay, so
How are you
Lord.
so perfect?
So I'm a cheater and I'm a liar. Then leave the cheating liar.
Do you want me or do you want this fucking therapist?
What? How could you ask that after all this? Do you love me, or do you want this therapist that you were going out on the date on?
Lord,
Fuck.
leave.
Just tell me an answer.
Well, apparently I must want the therapist because if I'm going out on a, quote, date with him, end quote.
Don't you call it a date? He asked you out to dinner over to his house.
Lorne, then if I'm doing...
While you were on the phone, while you had a boyfriend. That's
Lorne,
respectable. That's real respectable.
He is just completely
Okay, as I was saying, if I'm doing all these things, then leave. Go be with not Lisa, Jenny. Go be with Jenny.
No.
And go on
I can cancel your date, too.
I'm not canceling on anybody.
I want you to cancel. You never should have even set it up.
And I'm
Never.
just saying to you,
Disgusting.
but I'm not. I'm saying go out with her and enjoy yourself.
I'm not in there. You plan on kissing this guy tonight?
No, because I don't kiss on second dates either.
But
He's going to sit next to you. What's he going to do? You don't even know this fucking guy.
Lauren, go.
Is he gonna sit in your lap, Ramona?
are your thighs going to touch Ramona?
Yeah. Are you gonna straddle him, Ramona?
Yes, but I'm not going to kiss him. I've already said this, Lorne. What's the big deal?
I know.
I
Where
can
do you
say the
expect me to sit?
He only has one chair.
He does.
Not going to sit on the floor like some kind of homeless idiot. You mean you wouldn't do that, right, Lorne?
No.
I can't
You don't
believe
even
it.
know this fucking girl. You don't even know her. I could say the same thing, but instead I'm saying go out and...
I'm not going over her house.
Yeah, but she's getting in the car with you.
You already did that with the therapist.
Lauren,
You're supposed to be riding with your brother.
Lauren, go out. Do not stand her up.
Fine. You go to the therapist's house, and we're not breaking up. We're not breaking up. We deserve these 3 months. Did I?
Lorne's not going to turn his key, and we all know that both people need to sign off on a breakup. So, tough, tough, Ramona.
Yeah.
know that I can do it. I just don't know that you can't say no to these other guys.
Oh, wow. Jennifer Lewis. Plot twist. The therapist is Bunky.
Boom.
Very Bunky.
It all makes perfect sense.
It really does.
It's just
It really does.
Just be on the, the therapist, or as we now know, Bunky will be over there, and he'll just be like, "Remember me, Lorne? I've got your girl, and I've still got your fucking toy."
He still has the toy. He brought it with him.
Also got another
sitting in
toy
the
that
corner.
I'll be using
Yeah.
tonight, Lorne.
He's in the corner of a dark room. It's kind of smoky. And
Yeah,
you just
like-
hear it. It's like a Jack in the Box. Like you just hear the music.
Dun, 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 dun.
3 months, my head's gonna be a mess until you tell me that you can go through 3 months without fucking saying yes to dates with guys. You
Go
want to see me at my best? Give me your best.
go out with her.
Yeah. It's like that.
Yeah,
song-
Ramona, you think you're so perfect? You think you're perfect? You need to improve some shit. I've been dealing with it and I've been okay with it. I'm giving you a chance because I want to be with you, but you better come correct.
Yeah, you got to meet me in the middle sometime. I can't.
Yes. Yeah. Stop telling me that I need to change. I'll do that, but you better change too.
It's like they say, if you can't handle Lorne at his worst, you don't deserve him at his best.
Exactly.
Look at what you gave me when we started.
As I was saying, go out with her and enjoy yourself.
And you go to the therapist's house,
Yes.
and you have dinner. Make goddamn sure he does not kiss you. You and I are not broken up.
Just be like moving your head all the time in all different angles. So we-
Exactly. You have to. Ramona, do you know how to do the turn? The turn away.
Let's practice. Imagine that I'm there and I'm going in for a kiss.
Going in, just casually, just kind of move the other direction. She knows. She knows how to do it.
She does. I don't know if she's going to apply it though. Maybe until the third date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what if they have spaghetti? And
Yeah.
it's like Lady and the Tramp, you know? They do
Yes.
that little cute trick and meet in the middle.
Exactly, and that's when the moist lips touch.
That's when he places his lips on hers. Mm-hmm.
And that's how babies are born.
Oh, what? Oh, man.
We're giving this a fair shot. Like we should have had. Like we had in the beginning. So we can actually see what each other is really like. 100% you and me. Is that a deal?
We'll see what happens, Lorne. I'm gonna hop off of here and go get ready.
You don't need to dress up in something sexy either. I'm not dressing up in anything sexy.
You're not, Lauren?
Maybe jeans and a t-shirt on.
Oh, shocking.
Is he saying that that's not sexy? Like, I've seen him in jeans and a t-shirt and, you know, smoke show.
Lauren, I can dress
He's going to go in a tank top.
Salmon tank top.
Yeah.
just freshly finished his workout, his shake weight workout. It's good to go.
else, you know.
Yeah, but you don't need to do anything to turn them on.
Don't be shaking your ass when you walk, Ramona.
Exactly. Keep your legs nice and straight. Don't move too quickly. Anything to turn him on.
But I wear, then that's on him.
Wear fat lady clothes.
Wear fat lady clothes?
Yeah.
So you're saying that Ramona has fat lady clothes?
Wear something real ugly.
Rude.
So now you're telling me how to dress?
Ugly.
I'm trying to be fucking funny here.
Or go ahead.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I mean, this is actually some of the tips you would get in Joran's gold tier, Patreon gold tier. So, so you know, if you, because I did subscribe there for a while, and one of the tips was if your woman is going to go out with someone else, tell her make sure you wear fat lady clothes. It is guaranteed to kill.
Have fun, okay?
You used to laugh at that shit.
Well, I mean, you're telling me how to dress and telling me to wear fat lady.
I was trying to make a joke about, like you don't remember about the diaper thing. That was a fucking joke.
Oh.
You laughed at it when I said it.
I know, but,
It was a joke. I don't know why you twist that around.
It's about to get pretty weird, guys. I always forget this ends in the diaper stuff.
I did.
Right.
We both know you used to get turned on by the thought of me in my diaper. We haven't talked about me in my diaper.
I didn't get turned on by it.
You said you wanted to have sex with me while I wore it.
No, I did
Well,
not.
not turned on.
Yes,
Right?
you
I said I was going to change your diaper for you. I was trying to be funny about saying that. You don't have to change your own diaper.
You said that you wanted...
You're a big girl, Ramona. You can change your own diaper.
Right.
First of all, you talked about changing my diaper and then having sex. And then you talked about having sex through my diaper.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did, Lauren.
That's definitely something Lorne would say.
Absolutely. We're just gonna... You're gonna wear your diaper, we're just gonna push it to the side. And then we're gonna have sex.
He's going to cut a hole in it.
Crotchless diaper.
I don't know anything about having sex through your diaper.
Lauren, you did.
Like hell I did. I know goddamn well I didn't say that.
And then what are you saying that you said? Because I remember every time I come home from work, you'd say, well, pee your diaper for me.
I was trying to be funny. And you laughed then.
And I still laugh. I still laugh at that.
What I said before was, I'll change his diaper, and then we can have sex. I take your diaper off and I clean you up, and then we'd have sex. That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying put another diaper on you and we have sex through your diaper.
Well, you know what I meant.
It's difficult.
Well, that would be impossible, but you know what I meant. Have sex.
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. It's going to be impossible to do.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, have my diaper as a part of our sex life. That's what you were saying.
No, the other thing I was saying was I would change the diaper. I would take the diaper off, and I would clean you up, and then we could have sex. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not weird at all now. Like,
No.
it's totally normal.
Nobody else knew anything about you wearing a diaper. I don't know why you would even tell Emma that. Don't tell her personal shit like that.
Okay. I didn't tell her in a douchebaggy kind of way. I told her that you thought that it was. What did I tell her?
I think you told her that I thought it was sexy or something like that.
Yeah, that you. Hold on a second. And I told her that in a I just nobody else I would imagine would think that. I was
most people wouldn't.
Basically
Pedophiles,
that I told her factually. I told her matter of fact that nobody else knows that I wear a diaper. Nobody else except bro. And
that's why my mouth dropped when Emma said that.
Well, I told her that nobody else here meaning where I am, friends and family and stuff, nobody else knows that I wear one. And I told you, and I had said it as, not only does he know, but he also finds it sexy that I wear a diaper.
I find that more funny as hell than I do sexy. I think it's just funny because it's special to me because you shared something really secretive with me. And I loved that. And I haven't told anybody. That's why I couldn't believe that Emma knew it. But she turned it around.
Wait. I remember something else that you said. You asked me when I can't remember which version of this you said, but you'll remember when you said when I come up, when I come to meet you, can I wear only my diaper and a coat over it when I come to meet you?
Wow.
I don't remember saying that. I remember saying...
It really sounds like something you would say, though, Lorne.
You would say that.
They're telling you to wear a diaper on the plane if it makes you comfortable.
Yeah, and you said, and just wear a coat over it. You knew I was going to wear it on the plane. I'm a German. That's why I bought them.
Maybe I did say that because it would have been fucking hilarious.
He only says hilarious things.
He does. It's like in the chat log, all those LOLs. They're just all jokes.
Yes.
Have you experimented with yourself yet? Lol. Count the hairs down there. Lol. I mean,
he's cracking himself up.
He is. Like, it's a laugh a minute.
He's a goofy. You wanted me to wear just my diaper and a coat, and I'd show up in just my diaper and a coat.
That would have made me laugh.
Thank you very much, Doom. Asked a wonderful question. Did the therapist change your diaper? It's a good question.
Now the question is, would he be more upset if they put their moist lips on each other or if he changed their diaper?
I'm thinking the diaper thing.
I think so too. Yeah, because that's special between them.
Exactly. Yeah.
That would have been so fucking hilarious. I wouldn't believe that you would do it anyway, but that would be fucking hilarious.
Can you spank me while I wear my diaper and then take it off and have sex with me?
I don't remember saying, well, I wanted to spank you anyway in a nice way.
Well, I didn't mean you...
I don't remember anything with the diaper. I don't remember anything with that.
I didn't mean you Roscoe spank me. I just meant you gently spanked me while I was wearing my diaper. And
gently spank Kayla as well.
I'd much rather have you diaper off than I would on when I spank you.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I said I'd rather have your diaper off than I would on when I spank you. Oh, my hand could actually touch your sexy ass.
Oh, yuck.
Oh, God.
No, I'll show up in my diaper, we're having a pacifier and just like a French clothes.
I just thought about that too, and it just popped in my mind. If you showed up in your diaper, I'd have a pacifier there for you. That's fucking funny shit. Maybe one of them little plastic key ring things.
Is there anybody laughing? I just want to know. A single person, are you legitimately laughing? Like, that is really funny.
Let us know in the chat if you are cracking up right now.
Yeah, we want to talk.
Sexy Ash.
And I'll
Yeah,
run
right.
around in my diaper with a pacifier in my mouth.
Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious. I don't know, I really wouldn't want to do that because it would also be extremely embarrassing too.
Well, no one else would see.
You know, well, at the airport?
Well, I wasn't thinking about the airport, but
That's what I was thinking when you get off the plane and you a pacifier and a plastic set of key rings.
Okay, so Hey Blinken
those
smiled a little. So you're on notice. Hey Blinken.
Okay. All right. Thank you for
Right.
your honesty.
You're
okay.
cracking it up.
Those kids.
That's not
Yeah.
bad from Slash. It's all right.
That would be fucking hilarious, but extremely embarrassing.
Well, I think that's a way to get kicked out of the airport.
Yeah, that would be a really good way to get kicked out of the airport and probably arrested.
Because they'd probably wonder what was inside of the diaper.
But you know what? How Emma turned it around was that she said that was about the diaper thing. That was when you started having different second thoughts about me and thinking that there's something wrong because he likes me wearing a diaper. And
No!
it being because of my charge.
Why
She turned it
Why
around.
would anyone think that?
Emma. Yeah, why would anyone think that?
That is a ridiculous link to make. I'm disappointed, Emma.
You with your charge. And plus, I figured, I didn't think that you being attracted to me wearing my diaper would be any kind of, I didn't think you being attracted to me while I wore a diaper was anything that would associate with your charge. Not at all. I don't know if she heard me wrong, but I mean, what I was saying to her and what I still say is that you are one of totally 3 people who know, including me, who know that I wear one on planes and stuff like that just because, I'm a germaphobe and I don't want to touch, germs. I don't want to be in the damn public restroom. But I figured I'd tell you because I figured you'd have something interesting to say, and you did, and, you came up with a way to sexualize my diaper, and that's, that's fine.
She turned it around as a kid thing.
Well, no,
That's what she
people
did.
don't wear diapers, though.
People do, not. They're people that you don't want to tell.
Well, I mean, kids tend to not wear diapers. Certainly not like adolescents and teenagers and whatnot.
I
Yeah,
thought it was
So
funny as hell.
it's fine. Most teenagers don't wear diapers, so no one thinks that you're being weird about this.
No. And I thought it was special because you shared it with me.
It is, and
So don't tell Barry about it.
Right. Yeah, don't talk about it with Barry, and definitely don't let him see it. So when you go to his house, you better not be wearing a diaper and a coat, and that's it.
Exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Just wear the coat and nothing else. Okay.
and I don't fault Emma at all because I think that she, I think she must have heard it wrong. I think probably the way that I said it. Because I was angry at the time, and I was like, he's the only fucking one who knows about me and my diaper, you know, and...
You don't really think that I would put something out like that?
No. I just meant, like, he's like, well, okay, he doesn't trust me, but, like, I told you that about me that literally no one knows.
That might have been part of my problem, because I didn't want other guys coming in and knowing things that only are between me and you, or secretive things like that. I don't intimate things, and I don't want you to be close to other guys like that. And that might be part of the problem that I had, was because you and I shared so much.
Well, you and Bro are the only ones who know that I wear a diaper sometimes, and I think that Bro has probably done a very good job of forgetting it.
Good. I haven't forgotten.
I think that's fair. I think if my sister was wearing a diaper for anything other than medical reasons, I'd probably want to forget about it as well.
It's a fucking hilarious time when you wear your diaper, like when you overflowed.
Fucking hell!
Yeah, well,
I still laugh at that shit.
What
fucking
the
funny
fuck?
as hell. I mean, it sucked that you had to wipe your seat off, but.
Yeah, well, so it goes. But, I mean, it made life a lot easier, and,
the diaper overflowed, yada, yada,
This is all really normal.
Shit happens. Yeah.
So how was your day?
Things more simple for me to wear one occasionally, and now with the knee injury, it makes life... Huh?
Now with a knee injury, you have a closet full.
You have 2 closets full. No, I don't have that many. But no, it just makes life easier. And, like I said, I mean, I didn't judge you for getting turned on by it.
That's the way Emma turned it.
Mm-hmm.
Say again?
We know.
That's the way Emma turned it around. That you would judge me thinking that I got turned on by it.
I partially blame myself for that, for how I stated it, as if, like, how, as if it's something like, you don't trust me, but I told you this thing about me. So I definitely think for sure that, that's how it probably came off. But, I mean, you have a diaper fetish, it is what it is, and it doesn't, you know what I mean?
I don't have a diaper fetish.
I love it as she just casually throws it in there.
I know.
I have a fetish with having fun with you.
Oh,
Wearing a diaper.
We laugh about it.
Yeah, I mean, it is funny, and I do laugh about it.
You go in your diaper and piss goes all over your car seat, and I laugh.
Yeah.
Like it's just a thing. It's just a thing.
It's just a thing. Yeah, it's something that we share together.
Exactly.
And so now that we've been talking about all this, you forgot about your date. So it's fine.
We're all good. Now go get your diaper.
And like I said,
you go get your diaper. I'll go get a condom. We'll meet back here at 5.
Yes.
Me and you. That's part of our time together. That stuff is it means something to me. Because we share shit like that, and it's important to me to share shit like that.
Don't say shit.
And let me explain another thing to you too, because you just said something that made me realize something else. Is when you started not spending as much time with me, I got affected by that because I didn't know anything about you, and I was used to knowing stuff that you were doing all the time, and you knew stuff that I was doing all the time.
I had no idea about the
and
status
I
of your
think that
diaper.
affected me.
You've got to tell me.
Because it was just that closeness that we had, spending all that time together. That bothered me when we did it, and I didn't know anything. I felt like I was left out of your life. But and it explains why I started getting all worried and paranoid.
And that's why I yelled, and that's why I cried, and
Yeah.
I got all fucked up.
So you can see how this is your fault, Ramona. If you just kept telling me about the diaper, I would never have got fucked up.
Really start to think about how much you trusted me with stuff.
Who else is she telling
Go
about
on and have
this?
some fun with it. And, if you... I don't want to encourage your drinking, but, I mean, if you end up having a couple, just...
I'm not having any. I don't even have a hanking at all for a beer.
Hanking?
I don't even care about it. I've gotten so far away from now that I don't care to have any. I don't even care to go over and have any with Tony.
Probably because he won't have you over.
Which is a good thing because he lives a lot further away now. So I don't even want Roy bringing alcohol up here to drinking it himself. I told him that, and he's kept it away. I told Uncle Clyde that to make sure that Roy didn't do it.
I feel like Roy's not going to stick to that role.
What was that?
About him not bringing alcohol over on Lauren's property.
You don't think...
I can sense that perhaps in the future from this call, they had a problem with that.
So I can't believe you think that.
Yeah, I just feel like Roy's the type of person who would rest his head on the horn and not realize that it's blaring in the middle of the night.
I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
He's not 10. He's not 10.
No.
I know you're gonna go over his house, right?
I'm gonna get ready. It's gonna take me forever. So,
why forever?
Go enjoy yourself. Have a good time. And
don't stay the night over there, though.
I'm not staying the night.
Promise me.
No.
Yeah, I know. I have zero intention of staying the night. Plus, I've met.
Yeah, I know, but you don't have the intention right now, and that's okay. But
a few drinks,
Yeah.
A few moist kisses, and who knows?
You might find yourself staying over. Yeah.
Yeah. Or they might just do it, and she might still go home. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, or he can bring her home, and he could stay there.
And Lorne didn't say anything about the therapist not staying at her place.
That's right. He didn't say anything.
So they wouldn't be doing anything wrong. So.
Medicines I'm gonna have to take when I get back.
Okay.
But yeah, so
we're back together. I think we can.
Oh, we are.
We just need to talk.
I just need you to remember that, Ramona.
Stuff instead of everybody else talking for us.
Well, we can talk more later, depending on the time I get home, or maybe tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. I can't text you past 10, so if you get home and it's after 10, text me if you want to talk, because I will get up and no problem at all.
With no problems.
Okay?
All right, good night.
All right, I love you.
Thanks.
Bye.
That's what everyone wants to hear, right?
That is brutal. I don't know how you recover from that. I love
know,
you.
That would be pretty embarrassing. Thanks.
Oh, man.
Dan's Jeans makes an excellent point. So they say, the best part of Lorne making up this date was that even in his imagination, he could only maybe hang out with a girl who doesn't even want him to have her phone number.
That is a great point.
Yeah, it's somebody who's like not really into it.
No.
Not somebody who's like really dying to go out with him and has been staring at him every single time, like has been asking him out forever, but he's always said no because he was with Ramona.
Yep. That is a great point, because like even in his wildest fantasies, they still, have
like,
boundaries.
Not really. Yeah, they're like, whoa, Lorne, I barely want to be in the same room with you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not rush into things.
I will meet you in an incredibly crowded place where the people I know where I am and are within a 5-minute radius of us.
Right.
Well, that was a great call. I it's always like, we've done this call before. I've apparently done it with Eel. I still don't know if that's true, but if he wants to believe that, that's fine.
Yeah, don't take that away from him.
and it's still fantastic.
So you had said that there's a follow-up to this call where there's very brief mention of the date, right?
There is, yeah. So there is a kind of a before and an after. Like there's the before where he's just talking to Emma, and where Emma tells him about, she's really excited about this date and this kind of stuff, and that leads straight into where they call her. But yeah, there's another call after this, which I guess is a follow-up, but they don't talk about it for any more than kind of like 5 minutes. Like he's like, so you went on the date, and then he gets pretty mad straight away. And I think if I remember correctly, like it's kind of the start of that really long series of calls where it's like Ramona, the therapist, Bro, and Lorne.
Where they're, yeah, okay.
Like I'm pretty confident, but yeah, so because that's what I thought. Because I remembered that there was a follow-up to this, so I thought we'll do that one next time, but I don't think it's like for the sake of completeness, but it's probably not worth it for that. But we might do that greater lot of calls, or at least parts of it another time. Mm-hmm. I think.
Yeah, for sure. So does he mention going on a date?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I'd probably would have to listen again, but I don't think so. I think it just gets left there, which is pretty sus. Pretty sus that apparently this imaginary date just disappears.
Exactly. Yeah, we won't ever mention it again.
No. But I'll have another listen, and if it is, we'll listen to that part, because that would be funny if he tries to give information about this imaginary date.
I know.
All right, so we'll start wrapping it up there, guys. So thanks very much for being here. It's been a bit of a period since we've done one of these, but this was really enjoyable. And I apologise. So it seems like I streamed over the top of Kelly and also Eel. So I'm very sorry, Kelly. I'm stoked that we did to Eel. But Kelly's stream has been rescheduled to tomorrow, which I'll put the link up there. I believe Clay will be with her, and Eel might be rescheduling. I don't think it matters. So
not really.
That's
kind of whatever.
That's that handled.
So we'll try not to stream tomorrow.
We'll do our best.
Try not to.
But if I see Eel streaming, I can't guarantee that we won't. just hope that I'm busy, Eel. So anyway, I'm just joking, obviously. So just a couple things I wanted to mention. So Kangaroo Court is still happening. There'll be a new episode of that up shortly. So anyone that has subscribed there and is listening there and enjoys it, thank you very much. I know we're certainly enjoying doing those episodes.
Yeah.
And yes, we'll look to be a bit more consistent with those ones. And on top of that, speaking of consistency, we will be doing a stream just like this one every Wednesday going forward. So probably around the same time, but I'll obviously get the schedule up there. So yeah, it'll be nice to hang out with all you lovely people a bit more often.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything from you, Tiffany, before we wrap this up?
No, it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for everyone coming out, and thank you so much for those that donated. That's very, very nice of you.
Incredibly generous. Never, you know, expected or required, but it always lovely when you do, you know. And yeah, glad everyone could be here. It's always a lot of fun, and we will see you all again very soon. Bye.